Thank
We're
goodness.
here today, and we're looking forward to tasting the Cebu specials like the lechon.
Lechon, I'm really excited.
Do you think Kiera should try the Cebu lechon?
Yes.
Isn't it the best?
Everybody's told me it's amazing, so I'm really looking forward to that.
And so you arrived last Thursday in
Yes.
Manila, and Friday you met a lot of journalists for interviews, and Saturday we had the big signing in Goyat, and now we're here in Cebu, so it's a very big trip for you.
It is. And if you don't know, this is my first, not just my first like international trip for the book, this is my first international trip ever.
Ever. Anyway, thank you for choosing the Philippines.
I couldn't have picked it better when you guys have been amazing.
Anyway, how can you say no to
How
all
can I
these
say
fans?
no?
You love her book, right?
Thanks, guys.
And do you think Kiera should try the mangoes too? I've been trying to tell her to try the mangoes.
Maybe. Maybe I'll try the maybe.
Okay, let's talk about your books.
Okay.
First of all, like, how did you get inspired to write the selection, to come up with that world?
The selection was born from thinking about the what ifs and other stories. Esther from the Bible and Cinderella. And if you're not familiar with the story of Esther, you should look her up because she's amazing.
Could you tell us a little
But
more about
she's, in the Bible, there's King Xerxes, Queen Vashti. They're having this huge party, and the king sends for his wife, and she doesn't come, and he's totally humiliated. And his friends say, well, why don't you just have a beauty contest and get a new queen? And so Esther is one of like these thousands of girls who is harvested and brought to the palace, and she wins, and she saves her people, which is amazing. But if she hadn't, she would have ended up in a harem with a bunch of other girls. And I always wondered if maybe she liked the boy next door before she was taken away, because you know, she was never going home. So what if she had a little part of her heart die? I was just always really curious about her heart. And Cinderella never asked for a prince. She asked for a night off and a dress. That is all homegirl wanted. And she gets her guy, and we assume she's happy, but what if she wasn't? Being a princess is really stressful, so maybe it was too much for her. So those two things kind of came together in my head, and I knew I wanted to write about this girl who came from a very humble background, but she would get the attention of a prince, but she wouldn't want it because she was already in love. And she would go through this thing that showed her more of the world than she ever wanted to see, and that thing was the selection. And it just took a little while to figure out where to put it, because in my head it's like a fairy tale, but I couldn't find a place to put it. So I just invented my own country and did whatever I wanted to, and that's how the selection was born.
Leah was